Give it to him. Good morning, everyone. Tom is the bomb. Dum da dum dum dum. This is weird. I don't know if we're okay. I think we're good. Sorry about that. My apologies. We had a bit of a blip. Good morning, everyone. We'll just start it over. Bomb, 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 bomb. All right, it finally happened. We had a down day yesterday. We started off today really well. We were up 17 grand at one point. We're up about 7 grand. Space stocks were flying. They're cooling off a bit. Tesla's gone green. That's really good. E-mini S&P is now flat. The Nasdaq's down 160, trying to make a comeback. We had some like JOLTS numbers today that weren't bad or something, and we got the big day tomorrow with and there does not seem to be a chat for Rumble. I hate it when that happens. Welcome to the Rumble. We got maybe. Yeah, I don't see it. Come on, bro. Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Bump, 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 bump. All right, everyone. I mean, no one's here on Rumble. Only one person's back on YouTube. I could probably see it there. All right, so I'll turn that on. A microphone check, check. Why are you laughing? What's so funny, Ricky? Oh, it's just me and you. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. I don't think that's how the lyrics go, but it's close enough. It takes two. Oh, I meant to order knobs and I ordered. I hate it when they don't show my polar waters in the buy again list. Making it difficult. And they're expensive as shit right now, bro. $13? Are they out of their fucking mind? Oh, some of them are 8. Cranberry. That one's okay. The orange. I need that orange vanilla to go on sale, son. Raspberry lime. That one's okay too. It takes two to make a thing. All right. Trying to creep back up. It takes two, baby. Takes two, baby. Me. Is that a different song? We're never on the same page with songs. I don't know why I can't get the... Let me try closing. Now, how do I get back? Rumble. Some of Rumble's really hard. There's no chat window on Rumble, bro. What causes that? Oh, well, Rumble, other than IO recently, a lot of people. You mumbling ass. Yeah, whatever, bitch. I don't know what I'm going to do about Black Sky. We can get back to break even. Maybe I'll start selling some calls or something. Maybe I can right now. I can't even go. Oh, yeah, I can. What's wrong with me? I mean, I can pull in $900. The bid ask on these kind of suck. The liquidity kind of sucks. Oh, I have covered calls on over here on Fly. That's a bit unfortunate. 35 days to go. Iron making a comeback. NVTS, we're only down 7,900. We were down like 13, 14 grand on that one at one point. Cost basis on this was, I want to say like 14. SMR cooling a bit. Oh my goodness. Look who is in the mother. Happy retro. No more Happy New Year's after the 3rd. Are we starting the year? Oh my dude. I'm up 70 grand for the year, bro. Across 2 accounts. 64 grand in the IRA, 5,600 in the small account. Like, you're off playing fucking Valorant or whatever buffet ass game you like instead of making money with this. My space thesis has been playing out like crazy. We've ripped another recent 38 grand off Rocket Lab. Thomas unfreaking Variable. Yeah, I mean, I would sound unbearable to people that aren't very good at stocks too. You know what I mean? Like if I sucked at trading and I had to get on the mic and watch this guy just make money hand over fist while I sucked with dumbass plays, I would be nauseated too, bro. Ooh, I like K-View. Let's go look at your buffet ass stocks. I've been delivering. And you choose the one and you're all butthurt over it. And I told you to get out at a minimal loss. Soundhound. Oh, yeah, this one's a fucking great pick. You know, this is looking good. Hyundai wants to put them in their Boston Dynamics robots. Sure they do. K-View. Oh, let's invest in a company that sells a drug that's killing people and the administration hates. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking genius idea. Trump is literally saying, do not take Tylenol. The president of the of course, I mean, you can bet on all the idiots with TDS. They're like, oh, I'm going to prove Trump wrong. I'm going to go take Tylenol. I didn't tank Ricky's account. Ricky tanked Ricky's. He followed me on Link, which is fine. And then I said, it's time to cut bait. I don't like it. And Ricky's, you're not taking anything I buy from my cold dead hands until I'm in profit. So I said I'm selling and I lost $59 on the trade. He might have lost a few hundred. Now he's down thousands. It's not my fault. And I've already told people you can't copy trade because you're not in the same position as me across many different levels. Maybe you don't have the same extra income. Maybe you don't have the same debt to income ratio. Maybe you don't have the same account size. Maybe you know what I mean? He was big balls. I'm still big balls, Tom. What are you talking about? Like you were just saying I was insufferable. I'm up $11,000 in one account and $1,000 in the small account. Up $12,000 for the day, bro. How many trading days have there been this year? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on our 5th day. 4 up days and 1 slightly down day is how this year has panned out so far. You had to copy trade Tom when he got into Coinbase at $67. And yes, that's when it started. That's the start of when the IRA went into the started heading. I waited patiently for that trade, bro. Let's cover it again. Let's do it. Let's talk about the path to success. I will recap. In 2022, maybe it was 2020. Yeah, 2023. I had 350 shares of Tesla, around $180. And I sold the 350 shares right around here in March of 23 and bought 1,000 shares of Coinbase at $67, $68. Let's see if that lines up. I'm pretty sure I have the time when I did it right. Oh, wait, I was looking at Tesla. I need to look at Coinbase, but I think that's right. Yeah, March of 23, right here, right around $67. This is when I bought it right here, and I felt like a genius because it immediately went up to $86. So my $67,000 was now $86,000. And then bam, it went down to 48, bro. And just hovering around this, and it was ugly. 47, ugly. All the way until June. And then boom, we went up to 113. I was king of the world again. And then bam, all the way back down to 70. I'm basically break even 6 months later, all the way to November. And then bam, 189, king of the world. You know what it's like to be able to go through turbulent air like this? And then bam, down to 115. Oh my goodness. Did I panic sell here? Nope. Then boom, 280. It's been a ride. And then bam, back down to freaking 140. And then boom, 450. I think I still had all of it at that time. So that 67,000 is now 453,000. I don't remember if I started trading. I held on to it and then I sold some down here and I've been in and out of it. Needless to say, we've turned 350 shares of Tesla into 1,000 shares of Black Sky, 1,000 shares of Fly, 500 shares of Iron, 2,200 of this loser LDI for Meet Kevin, 5,000 shares of LWG, 2,000 shares of NVTS, 2,500 shares of Rocket Lab, 500 shares of SMR. Oh, back in Tesla, of 500 shares. So I went from 350 shares to 500 shares of Tesla plus bam. All that other stuff we just said. Bitch. Mic drop. I found you a little after. Really? I thought you'd been around longer than that. How did you find me again? Was I like You were watching CryptoVisor? Like, tell us the story of how you ran across the greatest YouTube channel. I mean, a little after you had time to get in. If everything crashes, I'm definitely looking at you. I mean, I don't know where we're gonna be at if that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, my thesis is space into the SpaceX IPO, and I'm betting heavy on it, and it's working. I don't know what's gonna happen when this IPO. Like I might be selling and reevaluating at that point. When Pepe exploded. And I've been on a heater, you know. I've been at the craps table and my dice are hot. Them bitches might get cold. As long as Ricky doesn't start doing my plays, we're fine. What's the ticker and what's the thesis? Bro, space. But you missed it. Like is there still upside? I've been in the space play for a month now. And it was simple. The second SpaceX announced that they were going to IPO at 1.6 trillion, the largest IPO in the history. And I'd already been in Rocket Lab and some space plays, and I love Rocket Lab, and we've been following these companies. And then recently we got into Fly, and I still think Fly is a good play. But we YOLO'd, and you were around a couple times when we were looking at some of the energies and space at the time. But since the SpaceX announcement, Rocket Lab is already gone. I mean, look, bro, we've made $36,000 in the IRA on them and $3,400 in the small account, $3,500. Like it's already, I think it was mid-December. Like $50, bro. It's pushing 100. Like, do I think it could go higher? Yeah, but fuck. Mostly stocks. I did some puts here and there and some covered calls, but pretty minimal, just tinkering. I think Tesla robots, energy, now space are gone. What do you mean gone? You're literally shitting on my entire overall investment thesis, minus AI. What do you mean gone? Like the trade's over? No, I disagree. The ships have sailed. You don't see me selling, do you? Tesla might have turbulent waters, but that's a long-term play. I'm kind of at a point where I don't want to touch those Tesla shares. I mean, if it were to go nuts, like if it were to go to $1,000 in the next couple weeks, obviously I would consider selling some just to buy it back cheaper. All you guys are always thinking like I have in the past, it's over. Oh, the good entries? Maybe. I mean, Rocket Lab's a $45 billion company that's going to go to, I think, hundreds of billions. The problem with space is, and in Fly, it's high risk. If they have we've covered pretty in depth the Rocket Lab testing of the Archimedes engines. You know, right now they're doing 1 or 2 at a time, but you strap 9 of those together and it causes a lot of vibration, and it could cause the launching pad to explode and set them back months, if not longer. That would be catastrophic. There would be a massive dip in the stock. A rocket explodes would be just Rocket Lab launching a rocket and it exploding would be a dip. The Archimedes one exploding the launching pad would be pretty bad. A rocket exploding, while not ideal, would probably be a dip buying opportunity. But if they continue to explode, psh. That being said, again, I'm not looking for price targets right now. I'm looking to hold until the IPO, and I'll probably trim hard at that point and then reassess. You know what I'm saying? Maybe buy back in after a massive pullback. Maybe it continues to go to the moon, but I'm not going to be that guy thinking, oh, SpaceX IPO is going to go to the moon out the gate. And it might go to the moon out the gate, but it's going to pull back. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But if we continue to go to the moon and I'm up a lot, like I'm pretty heavy in the Rocket Lab. 2 minutes ago, I was up 35,000. I'm up 42,000 because I have 2,500 shares. So, you know, there's a lot of people that think Rocket Lab's going to $300. If we go to $300, you could bet if I hold on to 2,500 shares and this goes to $300 quick, you can bet your ass I'm probably taking 1,000 shares off. Yeah, but SpaceX was private. Now I'm pretty full. I don't have a lot of cash, Retro. I only have about 8,000 in cash. I would consider buying some more Fly, but this one's already. Yeah, usually IPOs, that one's gonna be a frenzy. But then they'll probably, and then because there's a lot of people that invested in that privately, and they're gonna take massive profits. They're gonna be in space. They already hold shares of Tesla way cheaper than the IPO. And then there's going to be the lockup period. So you're not going to want to, you might want to trade it, but you're not going to want to invest in the SpaceX until after the lockup period. And you're going to want to take that into consideration of just market conditions in general. It's going to pump hard and crash. It maybe. Maybe, dude. I mean, I think that's more likely than anything. But there are sometimes IPOs go up and they don't have huge pullbacks. But there'll be plenty of hype. And like I said, there'll be plenty of the early round private investors that are going to dump on your face. The smart money. They don't have a date yet. It's going to be probably sometime this first quarter. But when they announce it and then up into that, I think space can continue to fly. Again, the risk is the market crashes because of like shit like bad jobs reports and recession and stuff like that. And or a rocket explodes or they mess a lot. And these are lower cap stocks. So if the market crashes, these get hit harder. So these aren't guarantees. There is a risk. You definitely have to have some diamond nuts. What's Fly about? They're the only commercial company to land a probe on the moon. They have contracts with NASA and they're only like a $5 billion company. I wanted to go heavier in them and I did a video recently, but I didn't really have a lot of money. And they're a riskier play. So if you're like thinking YOLOing into this is a risky play, bro. There is risk. I love it as like a 4 to 5x. Its market cap's 4.6 billion. I think this could easily be a 20 billion market cap going into the IPO. But if the market crashes and then SpaceX might delay their IPO or, you know. The thing is you got to take risk. You got to be able to deal with pain when you're wrong, and you got to have just the retarded mental fortitude that you're going to be right. And then if the sun shines on your dog's ass, you make some money. Lightning struck on my ass with some of these plays. So I don't know. It's scary because when you can make this much money that quick, you can lose it just as quick. And that's my IRA, bro. Like I've got risk on, and eventually I got to change my direction on this, at least with them. And I think personally, Tesla being about a third of this account is fairly safe. You know what I'm saying? It's a blue chip. It's still kind of a high growth stock. It still can move a lot, but I feel like in 5 to 10 years, Tesla's going to be worth a lot more money. So I just hold these and forget it. But I wouldn't mind like eventually I want this space invest thesis to play out and then start funneling some of this into a little bit less risky plays. I mean, maybe even something like getting this account to $2 million and putting $1 million of it in just the SPY. You know what I mean? That historically does 7% year over year. It's been a lot more lately, so it's kind of due for a pullback. I don't know, bro. But 7% on $1 million is $70K a year. Now we're only up 6,000. That's the thing, man. This thing moves right now. Rocket Lab's only up 50 cents. It's about to go red. I'm going to quickly be red. I was up. Ugh. What is going on, dude? This is feeling a little bit on the ugly side. That's a little high for a maintenance chick like you. You mean a little low? That's a little for a high. Yeah. That's not enough is what you're saying? Yeah. I agree. But that would be 2 million. Half my portfolio would be 70,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so now I'm red. That's fucking great. Do I sell Rocket Lab right now? Fly's only up $1. What's going on, dude? Did some numbers come out? Fly chart looks kind of nasty. You might check a couple grand for the memes. Risky. Yeah, it's risky. I mean, we watched some videos on Dead Inside yesterday that had almost $1 million in Astra space, and that company's no longer exists. So, yeah, it's risky. As long as you're okay with losing $2,000, obviously you're not okay with it, but you know what I mean. I have 30,000 in them right now. Plus another 3,000 in my small account. But I bought them at $25. I think that's a good high risk, high reward. I like the upside. But if this goes to zero and you lose your $2,000, don't come crying to me. You're a big boy. You put your big boy pants on all by yourself. I don't want to have another down day, guys. Rocket Lab will wait for Neutron rocket to provide its reusability case. In approximately 3 years, we focus on investments. I don't know what he's. Yeah, I agree. A master class in propaganda. This photo, zero context, basically a black man getting ready to get his face shot off by ICE. And how terrified he is. Another horrifying image out of Minnesota. Look at the terror on this man's face as a federal agent points a gun at his face, threatens his life. I mean, are you kidding me? That's a tear gas gun, bro. That's not a shotgun. Enough is enough. Our government is committing, this government agent's committing a war crime against this poor black man, murdering and terrorizing citizens at home. We need a revolution. Like, you should be put in jail. There shouldn't be federal agents. Fishhook in the house. ICE has been running unchecked. Are you fucking high? Get your ass out of that far left Washington D.C. area, bro. Like, you're falling for this. You know, ICE agents are getting rammed. Their vehicles are getting rammed nonstop by civilians. Their life's at danger. They're just doing their job. You don't like the law? You don't like the law of ICE taking illegal aliens and taking them out of our country? Then complain to the politicians. Don't go out in your vehicle and impede law enforcement and ram their cars and throw rocks at them, bro. And Molotovs and shit. You want more context on this photo? Is this it? I'll ram whatever you want. No, this is the chick getting shot. She fucked up, dude. Tragic, but she fucked up. I want to show this video of this innocent black man getting murdered. Terrorized because he's about to be murdered. Watch this. Watch this, retro. Bitch. Look. He's pushing him back. The guy grabs his... First of all... Okay, maybe he does point a gun at him right there. Is that the same cop? He's telling them to get back. They shouldn't be there. He pushes him back. This is a little fucked up. Like, I'm sure he didn't mean to grab his gun and he's a little disoriented. But he did. He grabbed his gun, bro. And then he does point his gun and shoot him. But it's just tear gas. He's trying to shake his hand. Oh no. He's getting murdered by an ICE agent. Bro took a tear gas to the face. I mean, he had a rough day, bro. He's lucky. Enough is enough. Come on. Look at all these people out there fucking with federal agents trying to do their job. You go out and you impede investigations and ram vehicles and throw rocks and beat them with you might get a tear gas to the face, bro. You might get a tear gas to the face. He's trying to. What the are you doing in a civilian show? Showing up with what do you mean? These are ICE agents, military gear. What are you doing showing up with? Is it against, is it a bad idea for law enforcement to wear bulletproof vests, especially when you're an organization being targeted by Antifa right now? My freaking camera is still doing that thing, bro. Crap. I had hit mute. He's not saying anything. Yeah, I was just talking about why are you worried about whether maybe that's just that could be National Guard, but why do you want them spending our budget on multiple outfits to match? Should they be in all white, all black? What's going to make you happy? Don't go protest law enforcement trying to do their job. You're going to get all up in their face. You might take tear gas to the face. Oh, we are barely up for the day. We're treading water. People, yeah, I mean, they don't need to mind their, go vote. But I don't understand why you would be against ICE removing illegal aliens, especially ones that are maybe involved in domestic terrorism and fraud. That's why there's a lot of them in Minnesota. Is it political? Yeah. I'm here in DC and there was military trucks rolling like in some sort of regime. Why would they come for me? I'm a white man. Just increase for what? Oh, you mean DC? I don't know why there's military vehicles in DC. Is there a lot of protests and shit going on there? Or maybe they were terrible attitude? What, because I'm white? Yeah. Look, dude, if you're an American citizen and you're following the law and you're not committing fraud, I'm all for it. But there are definitely illegal aliens here trying to sow discontent, trying to tear our nation apart, stealing from us. Trump called the National Guard here because isn't crime there really bad? Wasn't it getting out of hand? Yeah, but the crime in DC was getting really bad, if I remember correctly, was skyrocketing near Chicago levels. DC is federal, not state. Well, yeah, it's not even a state, it's a district. NASDAQ down 189. E-mini S&P down 5. We didn't even look at the sauce or the metals. We don't never hardly look at sauce, but gold flat, silver down $2. Don't tread on you. I'm down. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm down money. Why is Rocket Lab down $1.50 when it was up? There's probably some big institutions trying to short it right now. I understand that not all of them are bad people, but they know the risk. I have a friend that's been here for 20 years. Dude still doesn't have his papers. He's a good dude, but he knows the risk. You can do your ICE activities by tracking them all the way to the personal residence. What do you mean? Tracking them all the way. I don't need you crashing your cars and shooting on plain daylight. That has just been an ongoing escalation. Dude, again, private illegal aliens and private citizens are ramming into ICE vehicles because there is a far left. Look, there's a far right, but there is a far left agenda that's violent. It's crazy how violent they're paying for assassinations. They're firebombing. They were firebombing Teslas and Tesla charging stations and Tesla cars, outlets or whatever, dealerships, blowing up shit, firebombing shit, ramming in. They are some violent mofos. I didn't watch that movie. I watched about 10 minutes of that movie with that fine ass black chick and Leonardo DiCaprio. I still kind of want to watch it, but what I gathered from that, those were some like extreme mofos using like violence, right? That's the far Antifa is violent as fuck, dude. I mean, I remember the right saying, hang Mike Pence as they tried to stop the certification. Look, there's the extreme right's more like, I don't know, like you don't even really hear about the extreme right anymore. You used to hear about the extreme right all the time, and it was mostly just like heavy Bible stuff. But you don't really hear about the far right now you hear a lot about the far left. And is that just, I don't know, but there's a lot of violence, bro. It's too extreme. Dude has a family and everything, but still avoids getting a lawyer. When ICE grabs him, don't come crying. Yeah, I don't. Like, if ICE were to come to my town, there would be plenty of illegal aliens to round up. But I don't really think in the big cities, maybe. But in this area, they're great workers and stuff. And you know what I mean? Like, they're doing the farm stuff. And I have no idea if the people that do my lawn are illegal or not, but I don't want them deported. And I don't even necessarily I'm okay with them coming over here and becoming citizenship, or even not you know what I mean? But you start doing actual domestic terror shit and defraud our government, you can get the fuck out, dude. And then, as I'm on Twitter, even in the Hamptons, you've seen them. Oh, look at fancy ass Velez can afford to go to the Hamptons. Probably drinking his little coffee with his pinky up right now. The government may defrauding you on. That needs to stop too. Like if Waltz knew of this defrauding and Newsom knows of defrauding and get him, I can't stand Newsom, bro. I do think the left is losing sight. I think it's getting a bit too extreme. And I do think there are foreign operatives in our country inciting it and making it worse. Both sides have lost it. I think the left is losing it in a much faster clip, to be honest. And I'm middle of the road. I've always been middle of the road. Whatever's common sense, whatever rational. There's Russian bots and Russian operatives. I mean, there's pretty damning evidence that there were Russian spies in the United States leading both Trump's not my president and Trump rallies. You know what I mean? They're over here perfecting the art of creating cults on both sides and sowing the seeds of discontent. Yeah, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, and it's in real life. These people are out here in real life recruiting. You just got to have some common sense. Like you have no common sense. If you're going out there, if you want to go have peaceful rallies at like City Hall or whatever, or you know what I mean? But if you're going out there or law enforcement's doing their job, whether you like it or not, and you're impeding them, that right there is breaking the law. Narratives. So we're the enemy. Yeah. People hate me because I don't Kool-Aid sip Trump, or I don't Kool-Aid sip the far left or whatever. That's fine. There's plenty of common sense people that can come by. We've had people come in. I like Trump. I couldn't stand Trump. I'm honestly okay with Trump getting a third term at this point. I think he's doing a great job. I love what he's doing. He's not perfect. He's got big balls. He's handling shit. He's getting things done. I love it. He's not a little bitch like Biden was. And I loved Obama. But Biden was a little bitch. Kamala would have destroyed this country. Trump's put his balls on the table and he's getting shit done. Love him or hate him. The problem is people hate him so much that it's tearing us apart. But I've had people unsubscribe. Don't you talk bad about Trump. I'll stop. Yeah, I shouldn't talk politics. Homie just said I don't like people breaking the law, and then goes, I'm down with a third term. That's currently not possible, but there's ways around it. Like he might have Vance run and win, and then have Vance step down. Boom, he's president again. You know what I mean? He's crafty like that, bro. Or maybe he gets the Supreme Court in his favor and gets a law passed, or gets an amendment. I'm just saying I would be okay with it if it were possible. FK tit, how about a fourth? What does that even mean? Homie just said, I don't like people I didn't say that. I just said you are breaking the law. And I don't like people breaking the law generally. All right, we're starting to cook again. We can get Rocket Lab to go green. It's on. Tesla's green. I'm here to make money, guys. You guys get me on these Alex Jones rants. Alex Jones. That shit hurts my throat. Oh, I'm trying to do Christopher Walken, but I don't. Christopher Walken, Tom, you're saying that all wrong, Tom. You know. In our defense, Rosa Parks should have been capped in that face. No. I think that was a peaceful, Rosa Parks was a peaceful demonstration and not against law enforcement. I am all aboard what she did, bro. Who else do we have that can run this country? There's no one. I agree. I can't think of anyone on the left right now that I would want running this country. I'm down with this MAGA shit. I am down with Make America Great Again. I'm down with us not being bitches with other countries. Biden and Kamala were like, oh, what Maduro, what's his name? Maduro did or whatever. He's a criminal. We'll pay for him to get arrested, but they didn't do shit about it. Trump fucking swooped in there and arrested him with just a magnificent operation. You know, no one's even talking about what's happening with these shadow oil ships right now because everyone wants to talk about this domestic shit. But bro, we stopped and confiscated shadow oil tankers going to Venezuela, and apparently they don't even have oil on them. They're Russian tankers that actually have weapons on them. And now Russia's sending a big ass nuclear submarine over there and shit, and we're like on the verge of war with Russia. And Putin's talking about Europe's going to be fucked because they don't have any warning systems, and we're going to take them. No one's talking about that. You guys want to sit around and talk about idiots impeding ICE. MAGA has so far made living here more expensive. Give me a break, dude. MAGA is okay. So I'll give you that MAGA tariffs have increased prices a little, but all of this inflation right now is because of both sides printing money during COVID. Because there's an oil embargo, and Russia is sending oil, and we have an embargo against that. And on top of it all, it's not even oil. It's Russia sending Venezuela weapons to fight us. Trump doesn't put up with it, dude. We're getting ready to invade Greenland. We're getting ready to invade Cuba. We're getting ready to invade Mexico. And God willing, he decides to invade Canada too. I'm all for it, bro. I am. Warmonger Tom. Guys, I got to get to work. All right, we're starting to cook back up. Retro, come around more. We miss you. All right, guys.